Welcome back to Hey Kentucky. You know, pretty much every business out there has had to adjust to life, a new life during this coronavirus outbreak. That includes the television industry. And LEX 18 just hired a new general manager who started last week in this climate, which is just crazy. I'd like to welcome in and welcome back Andrew Shenkan, who was here at LEX 18 during the early 2000s and is now back as the general manager. First, congratulations on the new gig.
Thank you, Mary Jo. It's good to be back.
So what has this job transition been like under these circumstances where typically you'd be going in and meeting face to face all of the people you are working with, and now everything is just virtual?
And it is for all the right reasons. You know, COVID-19 has made all businesses, including WLEX and Scripps Media, to have to kind of relook at how we, lack of better terms, engage with the building, the people in it, our community, and more importantly, our clientele and our vendors. So we're learning new normal, and for lack of better reasons, you know, there are three major goals that we look at to make sure that we adhere to. Number one is the health and safety of our employees. I think that is job one. So making sure that we are adhering to that. Number two is really in keeping our audiences informed. That is our main goal, and it's in our DNA here to want to inform, and so we can give information to our communities that we are serving. And finally, we got to keep our business going. You know, without the business going, you know, employment suffers. So, you know, I think we're looking at this as a three-prong attack, and that's how we're spending our days doing it. And we're using different tools like Zoom, like Skype, and you know, FaceTime to be personal still, but yet still get the job done.
So how do you envision perhaps broadcast news operating differently or changing once this is all over? Because I think during this time, people have relied so much more on broadcast news to like you said, keep them informed, where maybe before there was a fake news or everything is always bad, kind of a stereotype of TV news. Now it's so relied upon to bring information. Does that change the way perhaps we will do things in TV in the future?
Well, I think what it changes, I think the audience decides how they want that change to be embraced. And it's our job as local broadcasters, and there's a big change. You know, people throw out this word media all the time, but really what we're doing is, as local broadcasters, is we are being first informers. We are propping up our community. We are giving back to our communities. I don't see, you know, lack of a better term, that mainstream media doing that. That's what local broadcasters do. So I think the model is changing, in the fact that people have rediscovered the value of local broadcasting, because we're able, it's through our distribution, whether you get us over the air, you get us through, you watch us or utilize us on your handheld phone, or you do it as what we would call streaming television or over the top. We are delivering our information to so many different platforms that before never really, you know, existed. So I think, Mary Jo, you're right. The model is changed, but I think we are very well prepared as broadcasters. We learned how good our preparation was during this response.
Andrew Shenkan, welcome back to LEX 18. Thank you so much, and your leadership will be greatly appreciated during this time where we're all just we're all in this together, and we're all going through it, and we wish you the best, and thanks for being with us today.
Mary Jo, thanks for inviting me. It's great to be back, and I always just wanted to say, hey, Kentucky.
Yeah. Hey, Kentucky. Well, you can come on the show anytime.
Excellent. Thank you.
Standing invite. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Much more. Hey, Kentucky. Right after this.
Hey, Kentucky.